AITA for not wanting to adopt our 9 years old foster child, whom we've had since he was 4 years old. My 32M wife, 28F, always wanted to be as foster parent. About a year after we got married, I agreed to it. Shortly after our certification, she calls me up at work one day and said she got a call for a placement for a 4-year-old boy, and a 2-year-old boy, siblings. I was nervous, nearly had an anxiety attack, but I said let's do it. They arrived to our house that night. I quickly grew attached to the boys though, and after work each day would be filled with playing games and toys with them till dinner when it was time to settle down for the night. About 6 months after they came to our home, court was deciding whether or not to send them home. The caseworker believed they both would be leaving. I sat in bed the night before crying about not losing them, that they became a part of our family. The 2 years old got sent home, the 4 years old stayed. Fast forward further, years passed. We ended up getting numerous placements during that time and currently have 4, adopted 2, in the process of adopting the other 2. One of which is that 4 years old, now 9 years old. In the last 5 years, the 4 to 9-year-old has been diagnosed with oppositional defiant disorder, ADHD, autism, etc. He has become more bold in talking back to us over the years, more bold in not wanting to listen. Multiple times over these years I've told my wife that he is not a good role model for the younger children, currently 1, 3 and 4, and I am honestly scared what he's going to become. I never met a principal in my school till high school. This kid has been in the principal's office almost daily since kindergarten. He's on a slew of medication, and every day, literally every day, is a struggle with him. I will say there was a short period where he was the only child in the home, and while that was a few years ago, I think he excelled during that time. So as I said, multiple times I've told my wife that our home just is not a good fit for him, and I think my wife agrees with me, but she doesn't want to lose the stipend we get for him. $70 per day. She says losing the $2,000 per month stipend would mean we can't afford what we have, and it's not possible, though she likes to say the real reason she disagrees with me is that we can't abandon him. When I talk to my parents about him and how I do not want to adopt him, my mother says I am not right and that she raised me better. She doesn't think he's all that bad, just a 9-year-old kid who's had a tough beginning. I tell her she doesn't live with him. I love our kids with all of my heart, except him. I just don't. I don't feel the love for him that I do the other 3. He makes my life so difficult, but every time I tell my wife I am done, she says I am wrong and we're adopting him, that's final. I say he needs to be in a home as an only child to truly succeed. She says I'm just looking for an out. I say I am recognizing our weaknesses as parents with him and want him to be in a successful home.